What's happening, guys? And welcome to another episode of Matchfixx, the non-league podcast covering, especially this week as well. First week, we've got a full schedule of all the games and all the leagues and all divisions that we're going to be covering. So in the first and last section, we're going to be with Sean doing the London South East and Regional, and then later on the Greater London Women's Football League. And then in the second bit, we're going to be with Jodie at the South East Counties. How are you feeling?
Well, there's a lot to go through, isn't there? So
There is.
Let's get into it.
So first up, let's do the results from the Sunday, the 1st of September.
Yeah, a lot
September,
of postponed. Yeah.
FA Cup games there. So it's a mix
course.
between a few league games and mostly FA Cup games, which there are some crazy results.
Yeah.
Some of these will be repeated because London South East and regional teams played against South East County Prem teams because they're also in FA Cup. So some of these will be repeated because Jodie's got her section, but then we get thoughts of you from London South East Regional and then Jodie's from South East Counties.
Okay.
So anyway, getting started in the Prem, Dorking Wanderers took on Ashford United and got a 2-0 win. Well, sorry, Ashford United took on Dorking Wanderers because Ashford were at home. Dorking Wanderers coming over 2-0 win. Barking getting a 3-1 win over Millwall Lionesses. And Sport London Benfica getting their league campaign off to a start with an 8-0 win when they visited Haywards Heath Town. The
I told you about that team.
Popping up into the league. Yeah.
I told you about that team. They're good. They're a good side.
5-0 at half time as well.
Yeah, they're good.
It's
not surprising to me.
Your old team, Dulwich Hamlet Reserves, getting a 1-0 win over Actonians Reserves.
They're unbeaten, I think.
We'll have a look at that. Hastings and Welling getting a 1-1 draw, 1-1 at half time, 0-0 second half. I don't know what the C's mean. Saltdean United and Dartford Reserves folded, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
That doesn't count. And then we go straight into the FA Cup.
Oh, okay.
So, Herne Bay took on Margate, who are in the South East Counties. Herne Bay is in London South Eastern Regional. 2-2 after 90 minutes. And 5-4 Herne Bay progress on penalties.
That's tight, okay.
AFC Whiteleaf from the London South Eastern Regional took on Tunbridge Wells Foresters.
Jack, I'm sorry, bro. Damn.
Tunbridge Wells Foresters are in the South East Counties and a league below Whiteleaf. And Whiteleaf lose 9-1.
Jesus Christ.
A bit mad.
Yeah, that's a sad day. And they was at home.
Bexhill United 0, Camden Town Women's first, who are Greater London. Greater London Women's League winning 9-0.
These results are insane. Okay, 9.
It gets worse.
I know, but
Denham United beating Ruislip Rangers 8-0. East Preston Ladies getting beaten by Leatherhead.
Look at this. 9-1, 9-0, 8-0, 9-0. This is mad.
Hammersmith beating Bromley 4-0. I think Hammersmith are Greater London Prem as well.
Yeah.
They beat Bromley 4-0, which...
Bromley are in the league above. Aren't Bromley in Mills League?
Bromley's Div 1 North. So there should be along the same sort of...
Oh, okay.
Because the winner of Greater London goes into the Prem of... I don't even know how it all works from that.
No, the winner of Greater London goes into Div 1 North or South.
Oh, in that case, then Yeah, Hammersmith are the league below Bromley. And I've backed Bromley to be one of the strongest teams in that league. So yeah, Hammersmith beating Bromley 4-0. Hutton 2, Clapton Community 2, but losing out 5-3 on penalties, so Hutton progress. Montpellier 4, Bognor Regis Town 4.
That's been a mad game.
Yeah, Montpellier go through 4-1 on penalties. 4-1 on penalties, that's decent as well. There's no minutes of when the goals were scored though, but 2 players getting a brace and then 12 goal scorers in that game there. And the last, is it the last result? Let me just make sure before I put
last 2, I think.
Oh no, there's quite a few. And then this game, Northley 1, Brentford 18.
That's a joke. What league are Northley in?
I don't know. I've never heard of them, but
they didn't even put in a team sheet.
Ashley Cheatley got 4 goals. Chloe Logie 4 goals. Nikki Woods 4 goals. Maddie Phillips 2 goals. Eleanor
Cottrell.
Yeah, Cottrell 2 goals. Paula, I don't know how to say that last name.
Don't know.
Holgreen, I'm going for.
Yeah.
Paula Holgreen with 1. Kirsty Matthews with 1. Yeah, Kirsty Matthews with 1. 3 players scoring 4 goals each.
That's crazy.
And to be fair, we've seen the highlights of that game, and about 6 of the goals were exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Literally, it was
run down the wing, put it in.
Across goal, tap in.
FIFA sweaty goals. But
yeah,
Brentford just showing their quality, really.
Yeah.
Richmond Park and Elsford. This was one of the games of the week. I am fuming. I backed Elsford to win this game 6-0.
Oh, no way. Did you?
Elsford won 5-0. I backed them.
What was mine?
Yeah, you said 8-2.
Oh, that was my 8-2 game. Okay.
I backed them.
You were so
for
close.
A 6-0. But I didn't come in. This game's missing here. Hastings Welling, you got the point for that actually because they drew 2-2. No, sorry, they drew 1-1.
Oh.
Sorry, that's my fault. Let me double check actually. Yeah, they drew 1-1 and you said 2-2. But I said that Welling were going to win 3-1, so you get the point there. We both get points for the Elsford game, so you're making a small comeback.
Okay.
That makes it, 5-6-3? Oh, not really.
Okay, so not really.
Oh, no, you got 2. No, you got 2, so 6-4, sorry.
6-4?
Yeah, 6-4 to me, currently.
Okay.
And then we've got Cray Wanderers beating Sifa 3-0 and Hackney getting a 3-0 win over Southminster. So I believe this Ebbsfleet Sutton game.
Oh, is that a home walkover? Stenning Town?
Yes, Stenning Town got home walkover.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't even see that one. So we're not gonna go into it because it'll be a very long conversation. But Ebbsfleet Town Sutton was postponed due to Sutton not being able to field a team. I thought they had players, but maybe it's just availability why that hasn't worked for him. But whatever it is, hopefully it gets sorted so they can get back to winning ways because I believe they are unbeaten this season, aren't they?
But the thing is that if you don't field a team, depending on when you let the opposition know or the league know, whatever, that you can't field a team, isn't it like agreed if you're going to rearrange the fixture? Otherwise, like a team can say, no, we want the points.
I always thought that if you couldn't field a team, then the other team gets the points. They get the walkover because even on my Sunday league, it's the same. If you can't field a team,
but I think sometimes if you mutually agree to you can go to the league and say like, obviously we don't know, but it hasn't been put down as a home walkover, so maybe they've just mutually agreed to reschedule the game.
So that game will be played at a later date, but probably be depending on how their cup runs go, maybe a midweek one.
Yeah. Okay.
For those ones. So that's the fixtures.
You mean the results?
The results even. Thanks for that. Like I said, it's going to be fairly short London and South East Regional because of the Cup week that we've had. So we can jump straight over into the fixtures and our games of the week. This is how quickly sometimes it is.
No problem.
London, South
Okay.
Eastern Regional, not much to talk about. Not much happening in the leagues.
What's the date this week?
No, it's not. I haven't sorted the date out yet.
Oh, right. Okay.
No.
Okay.
So we're going to go through... Yeah, so there's not really anything to talk about from last season, although I sent you the Clapton Community Goal, didn't I? The one that I said needs to go straight in for...
Goal of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Right, so fixtures for the 8th of September. And then we're going to pick our games of the week. It's got quite a busy week, to be fair.
Wow, yeah.
There's actually... There's games, so we're going to have to choose. Right. Dartford welcoming Millwall Lionesses over to Prince's Park. I'm not sure if it's on the 4G. Oh, no, it's in the stadium. Haywards Heath Town looking to bounce back after a heavy defeat and take on New Haven. Saltdean United take on Ebbsfleet. That looks like a game, but...
Did Ebbsfleet have a bad result week before last?
No, they had a good result. I think they won like 7-0 or something.
Oh, okay.
I think. Hold on. So yeah, they played one game. They won at 7-0. That was at Haywards Heath Town. Haywards Heath Town have not had a good start to the season. By the looks of things.
Yeah, they've lost 3.
Played 3, lost 3, all heavily. Still yet to score in the league.
They're in a scoring deadlock.
But they've conceded 21 goals.
Jesus Christ!
In 3 games.
That's 7 on average a game. Damn.
Yeah, conceded 21 goals in 3 games, which it's not looking good, bruv.
Yeah.
Back to the fixtures. Yeah, Haywards Heath taking on New Haven. Saltdean United taking on Ebbsfleet, which I think would be a good game. Sport London, Benfica, and take on Dorking Wanderers. Barking, hopefully, will take on Sutton. Hopefully, they've sorted out their team. Fulham take on Ashford. The way that Fulham have been playing, that could be a long day. Actonian Reserves welcoming Bromley. Clapton Community take on Leatherhead. Richmond Park take on Hackney. Brentford, after an 18-1 win, will then take on Richmond and Kew. Which, yeah. This, actually, for me, that result there, because I've obviously backed Bromley for that league, and you said Brentford. But Bromley have already played Richmond and Kew and won 5-1. So if the Brentford result comes in and it's mad, then you sort of see where, on a head-to-head, where the teams are at.
Yeah, true.
Because if Brentford go and get double digits, then, and Bromley have only put 5 past them.
Yeah, then you're... Yeah.
No disrespect, but...
Yeah.
But anyway.
And it probably will be, so...
Yeah. Oh, you said that, not me. I just realised I agreed. Didn't even mean to agree.
Yeah, I'll say it with my chest. That's going to be a double-digit game.
Fair. AFC Whiteleaf. Huh?
Yeah. Shoot me. Go on. Yeah.
Going to comment on
that. That will be a good game.
AFC Whiteleaf and Dulwich.
Yeah, just because of the manager situation.
Detail.
So before I was at Dulwich Hamlet,
Yeah.
Jack was running Dulwich Hamlet reserves.
Oh,
and
Jack's
now Jack manages Whiteleaf, yeah. So there's always a bit of like gentle rivalry there.
Yeah, but so what do you think? He'll know the team, so he'll be able to.
He'll know the spine of the team, yeah, but
because at the moment, yeah, then
it's not looking good.
And then Dulwich is probably not the team.
And they're doing well right now, aren't they?
Dulwich 100 reserves are top. Albeit they've played a game more than Brentford, but they're still top. So, yeah, it could be... I keep saying it, but it could be a long day. However, football's a funny old game, as they say. Anything could happen.
I think Dulwich will win.
I keep forgetting, I keep looking at my phone when I can look up there at the screen. So AFC Whitehaven take on Dulwich. I think Dulwich will win that as well.
Yeah, I think they'll win it.
This game, I think, will be good. Ash Mountain League against Denham. I think that could be a good game.
Yeah.
Because where are we in this league with these two? That's the wrong division. Yeah, Ash Mountain League played won that game. Denham played 2, 1, drawn 1. So they've got the same amount of points. Ash Mountain League have got a game in hand. So if they do win it, then already you're going to see a gap forming.
Yeah.
And that'll get them up there with the front runners as well. So realistically, they want to win this game.
Yeah, if they want to stay on a good start.
But we'll get into that because that's your league to choose the game of the week anyway. So, and then Div 1 South, Montpellier take on Bexhill, Soccer Elite Football Academy or SIFA take on Bognor Regis Town, Welling United take on Saltdean Development, Ellsford take on Three Bridges, and Herne Bay take on Hastings. Now, what I was going to say earlier on is that Ellsford team, you might know actually, so not to ruin the continuity, but the bit with Jodie's would have been recorded. And in that section, we touch on Ellsford and Ellsford seconds. So Ellsford are in London South East regional.
Yeah.
Ellsford seconds are in the South East counties.
Right.
Ellsford seconds have got about 6 first team players from Ellsford registered under their team as well.
Yeah, which is normal.
But is there a cap? Because technically it's a different league.
So is there a cap on what?
How many times a first team player can play for the second team?
No.
So they could just field first team players in that second team squad and just blitz the league if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So it's no different to Dulwich Hamlet reserves and Dulwich first team when as the reserves they were Div 1 North and the first team were in the Prem. Now we had players that were dual signed from the first team to the reserves, and if they're not getting minutes in the first team, then it was asked of me when I was there to put them in. And give them whatever minutes the first team manager needs me to give them.
Well, I suppose that's how it works, isn't it? When you've got first team and second team.
Yeah, so no, there's no cap at all. Teams even know that because it's I know a lot of teams check to see is their first team got a fixture today? Because if they don't, then you kind of know you might be up against the first team players, basically. So, if you're if you're up against the team that day and their first team doesn't have a game, then sorry, bro. But
that may change some of the predictions coming up.
It might.
So, games of the week. Who chose the Prem game of the week last week?
What was the game? And I
You can
remember.
pick this week.
Prem, yeah?
Yeah.
Dartford, Millwall.
Dartford, Millwall. Division 1 North is you again.
I'm going to go... I'm going to go on a selfish one and go Whiteleaf, Dulwich. But the rationale behind Ashmount and Denham, though, it was a good one.
You just want to see the world burn, is what you're saying.
I don't want to see the world burn. I just want to see...
No, because
it's a rivalry.
It, no, you've got to predict the result.
Yeah. Calm. Yeah, because, yeah.
Who am I kidding? Sean does not care about upsetting people.
You brought me here for that very reason.
Not to upset people.
No, but you brought me here because you know I don't care about upsetting people.
Fair point. Swiftly moving on. Division 1 South Game of the Week. Where are actually? I think I know where I'm gonna go, but I just need to double check where they are in the league. Yeah, Bognor Regis Town and Seafa is gonna be my game of the week.
Okay.
So we can't do that one. Can't do that one. Aylesford Three Bridges. Aylesford Three Bridges could be the making of an 8-2.
Do you think?
Possibly.
When we started, did we have to choose an 8-2 game every week?
No, you don't have to, but if you just want to go all out to get the points, yeah, because the Aylesford are up there, 1-1, drawn 1,
Okay.
and Three Bridges have 1-1, lost 1, and they are coming off the back of a 6-0 win in the FA Cup. Oh, 5-0, sorry, FA Cup against Richmond Park.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, just stick with Seafa and Bognor Regis.
Okay.
What we got in terms of top goal scorers and whatnot. So over in the Prem, we'll start with first. What we're doing: Dartford versus Millwall. Definitely.
What are we doing? Score predictions?
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
I'm having another 8-2. I'm going for it.
I was gonna talk about the teams first.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry. I thought it was doing score predictions. My bad.
Straight out there with it.
Yep.
Right. Top goal scorers for Dartford. Amy Ross, 3 goals. Emily Vaughan, 2. Zalia Ray Alberts with 1. Shawnee Griffiths with 1. Poppy Payne with 1. And Joanne Woodgates with 1. Going over to...
I don't think they've scored, have they?
Who is it they're playing again? Oh, Lord. 3 games and they've lost 10, conceded 10 goals. They've scored 1 goal.
They scored 1 goal.
Against Barking. And the player that scored that goal was...
Billy Burgess. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't.
Elise Jennings,
Jennings.
Is their top goal scorer with 1 goal. Sean is going
8-2.
early doors. 8-2 to Dartford.
Yep.
I'm going 5-0 because they scored 1 goal and it was against Barking. I don't think...
I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, and I'm going to say this out loud. But I know that I can't put it on the points, yeah, as in like I can't put it on the score, but I'm just going to say it for the pod. I think there's a big chance that I actually think that Dartford will probably beat them 7-0. So I just want flowers if I get 7-0 right. But if not, then I'm still going to go 8-2 because I just want to dash the kitchen sink. But I actually think that game's going to be a battering.
Fair enough. Well, you can have that one. Again, you're up first, so let me see what we've got in terms of top goal scorers. Next game is Whiteleaf versus Dulwich. Whiteleaf they've scored 2 goals so far in the last couple of games. So the top goal scorer is probably going to be split. We've got...
Lena!
There we go. With 1 goal.
Oh, I love her. She's lovely.
And
hold on a sec. Hold on. Who is it looking like right now? Dulwich, yeah?
No, Whiteleaf.
Lean has signed for Whiteleaf.
She scored for him too.
Can never be the same Lean. Wow.
And Anna Waldridge with 1 goal each.
Sorry, that threw me off.
Is she one of the key players at Dulwich or something?
Yeah, well, yeah, she was gonna be key, but she had a lot of delay with her international clearance. Eventually, she got over the line, right towards the end. Anyway, really good player, big talent.
Fair play. And since it's your old team, do you know these players that the top goal scorers for Dulwich?
No, they all knew.
We've got Natalia De Villa with 3 goals. She might not even be Spanish, I'm just saying her last name like that. Emily Old. with 2 goals, and Shakira Sese with 2 goals. What are you thinking?
In terms of score prediction,
Yeah.
3-1, Dulwich.
This is going to be my 8-2.
Really? Really? You think Whiteleaf are going to beat... Dulwich are going to beat Whiteleaf 8-2?
You realise that Whiteleaf just lost 10-1 to a team in the league below them.
Yeah, but you know sometimes when there's a bit of rivalry, you will turn up for that game.
Or you get turned over in that game.
Fair enough. That's a brave prediction. I don't... fair enough. If you want to go for it, go for
What
it.
was his name? Jack, I'm sorry.
I don't want to do that to my guy Jack.
But results aren't looking good at the moment, and Dulwich are flying.
Fair enough.
But I wouldn't wish back-to-back heavy defeats like that on the team.
It's rough, yeah. It's a rough time.
Do you know what? I feel sorry for whoever's playing Brentford next.
God, yeah.
Sifa Bognor Regis. So, Sifa have not scored a goal in the league, so they're not going to have any top goal scorers. And Bognor Regis Town haven't played a game in the league so far, so they're not going to have any top goal scorers. So this one, I'm going to go first and say Bognor Regis with a 3-0 win.
Okay, I'm going to go 2-0.
Bognor Regis.
Yeah.
Boom. Locked in.
Okay.
Girls, go out, enjoy your game, get your results.
Wish the game's on.
Make me right on the predictions so I can continue to build up this lead over Sean.
I've managed to close the gap slightly. May I just put that out there?
Yeah, it's not 4 points anymore, it's 3.
We'll see what happens.
2 points, no, not 3. But anyway, guys, yeah. So next up is the South East counties, and then we're going to pop onto Greater London. So Sean, I'll see you for the Greater London section.
Yep, okay.
Right, guys, now we move on to the South East Counties Women's Football League for the first time, because we have a full schedule this week, as I've said loads of times already. But we can now welcome our co-host for this league, Jodie. How are you?
Hey, good, thank you. Ugly morning outside though.
Yeah, but we move. It's terrible today. But I did say last week on the pod that the rain is coming, so everyone needs to, other than teams that are obviously on all weather pitches. But yeah, how are you finding the season? May as well get it out of the way first. Miss Maidstone.
Oh, we're gonna address the elephant straight away. Yeah, good. We're excited. Yeah, it's good to just have football back, especially with an international break already with the men's. Just excited to have football back.
I've actually won 2 free tickets for a game.
Ireland.
Huh?
What, the Ireland game?
No, the Finland game.
Oh, the Finland game on Tuesday, really?
Yeah, so Tuesday night I'll be in Wembley.
Damn, how did you win them?
Referee privileges.
Oh, I see.
So our league got 10. So the whole league, all of the referees, the referee panel, got the opportunity to win 10 free tickets because they were offered to the league by England Football, I believe. And then from that, all the referees that referee on that panel got put into a ballot. And then, yeah, I won 2 tickets. And I didn't even think I was going to win because I was like, yeah, go on then. But there's about 100 odd referees in that league.
You are Mr. Face of Kent FA, though. Let's be real.
Oh, we're doing. They just keep using that one picture of me. But anyway, so we will get on to Maidstone shortly.
Yeah.
A weird one to start with in terms of most teams in the Prem of this, and maybe Div 1 maybe have already played a competitive game this season, but it's not in the league, it's in the FA Cup.
Just Prem, not Division 1, I don't think, as far as I know. I think you have to be Premier Division to qualify. But yeah, there's some big scores out already. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games here.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
from
so what we'll do is we'll go through each division, talk about the teams briefly. You've got
We've
the
got
biggest
so much to
section.
cover. We've got so much to
You've got
cover.
the biggest section, so you've got what 10 divisions.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck with that one. But anyway, let's start off at the top in the Prem. So the Premier Division got Cray Wanderers, Kings Hill, London Road, Maidstone United, Margate, Parkwood Rangers, Sevenoaks Town, Tonbridge Angels, and Tunbridge Wells Foresters. Sorry, Tonbridge Angels, Tunbridge Wells Foresters, and Woodcombe Sports.
Yeah.
I say Tonbridge and Tunbridge like that because I genuinely believe that they were in the same area.
I
And
don't think they are actually.
no,
But
I've
I
realised
think
that
they're two
when I
different
was
towns.
travelling to one to referee, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Tonbridge," and then it was Tunbridge, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, I don't get it either. But
But what looks like to me a very strong division. I'm looking
this,
over the camera because I'm looking up at the screen.
yeah, this is and I say this not to be biased. Whatever team I played for, this is a very, very saucy division this season. Way stronger than last season, I think. The teams that are coming in, the teams that have stayed. There's no easy team, really. It's a
Mm.
very nah. I don't want to eat humble pie. Um, it's a very strong division this season, though. I do think it is stronger than last season. Um, and if you think as well, again, I don't want people coming with pitchforks at me already, but I've seen how XL, who are now CIFA, how they're doing, and how they did last season battering teams, and how they're struggling in tier 6.
But
So
they've lost a lot of players, haven't they?
they have, yeah. One of them I did recognise. I went to watch Dartford.
Yeah, the captain. We spoke about it last week. But
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, really tough division this season. I think this is the one to watch.
so I'm going to ask you now
Yeah.
why will I get my why I get your number up in my other phone so we can stick it in there so we can't go back.
Yeah.
Who is going to be the champions of the Premier Division? Miss Mason.
I'm gonna back Maidstone. I have to back Maidstone. Obviously,
You have to back your girls, right?
you've got to back your own team. Maidstone's gone for a huge shift this season. I don't want to, you know, divulge too much. I think we're pretty transparent. We've got quite an active social media.
I
But
can
it's
divulge because I've seen a lot of.
oh
You don't
no.
need to comment, but
Oh no.
I know players and I know where players have come from.
Yeah, yeah, I think you know a lot of the players
So
actually.
Maidstone have signed a number of Dartford Reserves
Yeah,
players
yeah.
from when they folded.
We're basically Maidford at this point. Yeah.
Maidford, Maidford United, fair enough.
Yeah.
And Annie being one of them, who was captain of Dartford Reserves. I think I saw her walking out as captain on
Yeah.
Sunday as well.
We actually just voted on that this week. Yeah, she's going to be captain this season.
So well done there. Annie can stop having a go at me now for my video that I put out where she was picking up cards like they were collectible items in
Is
my
that the one
games.
you queried the red? Was that Annie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, the reason why that weren't a red was because she was tripped she was tripped up before making that second challenge.
Yeah.
However, and if you're listening,
She's
you was already on a yellow before you did that. So if I didn't give the foul for the trip, then yeah. But anyway, so Maidstone do have what I think is a strong team.
obviously a team that's experienced playing in tier 6, and just with what they're doing at the club in terms of progress, they're really on an ambitious movement. I mean, obviously the FA Cup result, we'll get into that, but as a football fan, as a women's football fan, if you weren't at the Gallagher on Sunday, which I think 300 people were, you're missing out. Like it really was a match day event. I don't think anyone else is going to do it quite like Maidstone this season in terms of what they've got to put into it.
That's what I was gonna say. I think at the level they are at, two things is one, I feel like I don't think there's another team in that division that have the home ground that Maidstone have got for one.
No. Tunbridge Angels. So Tunbridge Angels and Maidstone, I think both their men's team play at the same level, and Tunbridge Angels have.
Oh, Tunbridge Angels. I've played there for charity games.
Yep.
That's a really good pitch.
Yeah, it is nice.
And obviously Maidstone, that's where the County Cup final was last season that I refereed. So I've seen both, and the facilities are really good. But the second thing I was gonna say is I like the idea that Maidstone have, that is, if you want to get into the league above, you've got to build a team for the league above. And you've got players from a team that folded from the league above. So realistically, I don't think it's a bad shout saying champions, because you've got players that played in that division.
Big squad as well, huge squad, so a lot of choice.
However,
yeah, there's some good teams in there though.
There are some good teams in there, and my champions aren't your champions.
Go on.
But
I think I know what you're going to say anyway.
No, we're going to get to mine afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So one team goes up from your division, two go down.
Right, they've got a really good player. I think she's playing well above
They
her.
have a really good player.
They've got a really good player.
Not that I'm trying to get you in trouble, but you're saying that this team only has one good player.
No. To be fair, I don't know about them. I actually don't know tons about them, but I know they've got a really good player, and I think the team to go down is going to be Woodcombe, I'm afraid, who were going to, and for somehow of last minute got their place back in the Prem, but they were going to go down.
And?
Oh, there's two. It's so hard because I know people, but I'll have to go Parkwood as well. This is horrible.
Yeah, this isn't the good bit, but it's what we're here for. I'll be honest, straight off the bat, although there are a lot of good players at Woodcombe from what I've seen.
You know the good player I'm talking about, though.
I don't know, because when I refereed Woodcombe, they play against Glebe, who obviously were relegated last season, and they're quite a young team, and they were actually playing against their old teacher, and their old teacher made a terrible challenge and actually injured herself like really badly.
Wow.
Yeah, while she was on the floor clutching her knee, I had to give her a yellow card for the challenge. And but no, they've got
Alana Jeffries, who I think you refereed against Forrester's second team as well in a cup game.
Yeah, that was the cup game.
Yeah.
Alana's good. There's another player who almost got sent off because for some reason, and I still don't understand why, the ball came across the box and she caught it. Like it was coming towards her and she caught it, then like screamed a bit and then threw the ball on the floor.
How do you even ref that?
Just give a penalty. I had to speak to the guy. I don't think it was going in. So I had to speak to the guy that was watching, that was doing the line for me. And I said to him, I was like, be honest, was it going to go in? And he was like, no, it wasn't going in. I said, are you sure? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, cool, not a problem. But I can't for the life of me remember what this player's name was. I'm trying to look now.
Oh, I don't want to name and shame.
No, she knows because we've spoken about it, and she's actually
She knows
she's
she will
actually
be
all right. She's
on
like
this
properly.
podcast.
No, she was good about it. She was like laughing, joking, whatever. But she's not. From what I can see, she isn't actually
Yeah,
not actually signed. I don't think.
it's hard because I still think a lot of teams haven't completely updated their players list.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
it's the ones that played in the FA Cup, I heard there.
That's a
But
good thing, actually.
so I'll be honest, straight off the top, my two to get relegated are the same two teams as yours.
Same order would come at the bottom, Parkwood second to last, or the other way around.
Yeah, I don't think it matters at this point, does it? But
Savage.
oh, it does it? No one wants to. If you get relegated, you're not gonna be like, oh, but we didn't finish bottom. Like,
I think I would actually.
oh, fair enough.
I think I would. Because
But
you can
my
fight for your
champions,
place. I think Woodcombe, because I think last season it was supposed to be 3 that went down, and Woodcombe were going down, and they fought for their place. There's some leeway there.
fair. But from what I've seen this preseason, my champions are gonna be Cray Wanderers.
Okay, yeah,
Um, yeah, they they're through the games preseason,
yeah. They are
and
really good.
if they can sort out the mistakes at the back, do you know what it is? I think they
They've got a
start
really
off.
good striker.
Yeah, she's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And if that, but the thing is, you can't win games based on outscoring your defense, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think once you get past the 60th minute onwards, game management is very important, which is what I think in some games Cray did lack, because they would go out and score like 3 or 4, or I don't know, 5 or 6, for example, and then concede 3 or 4.
Do you know what Cray Wanderers have as a huge advantage as well? I know them fairly well because, weirdly enough, I've got a personal tie. My partner's cousin used to be their captain. I don't know if she's captain anymore, but she plays for them. So there's a bit of a family rivalry in this one.
Is that what's her name again? She's injured at the moment, isn't she?
I hope not.
I think she because they've had a few. Well, when I've ref there, they've had a few captains. They had Millie, who was captain once.
Right.
I don't remember what her name is, but she used to play for Cray Valley before they
Yeah.
changed over.
Louise. So that's what I was going to say. So similar to Maidstone,
I sent her off once. Sorry, Karen.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Sorry, Louise. They used to play at Tier 6 with Cray Valley, and again, they've got a lot of experienced players, but the difference between them and Maidstone is they've stayed together. It's not a new team. A lot of them have been together for a long time, so that's a good card to have up their sleeve.
Yeah, I think and Dean, the manager's doing like his management style. It's very, for what I think, at the level as well, is like he manages as if he is at Tier 6, so he's got the standards already.
Yeah.
He sets his standards, and from what I've seen as well, it's a give and take relationship. So he gives the players the respect, but he also expects a certain standard in return for that, which I've seen firsthand as well. And like I said, pre-season, they've got the brand new pitch as well, because obviously Cray Wanderers have got their new stands and whatnot. So it should be a good season for them. Another team, Margate. I don't know much about Margate, but I think they've got good facilities as well, from what I've seen.
They have. They got a nice stadium. You still haven't mentioned the team. I thought you'd mention. Yeah, actually.
What team's that?
I thought you'd be back in the Foresters. Yeah.
Do you know what? I forgot they were there, and I looked down it, and
You're changing your answer.
Kelly's are gonna absolutely batter me for this because again I think I might be changing my answer actually. I don't
It's
know
difficult. It's
because
difficult.
County Cup winning the County Cup plate is not easy.
Who was that against? I was there. The
Petswood.
final game. That's it. And Petswood are a good team, actually.
We'll get onto them because I
Yeah.
think we'll get onto Petswood.
Yeah.
But they had to beat Tonbridge Angels on the way there.
Yeah.
Which I think they beat them in the league as well. And they've got goal scorers in that team. Like we'll talk about their FA Cup game soon. So actually,
Stokes.
yeah. Actually, I'm changing. So ignore the message I just sent you because
I'm getting part credit for this because I prompted this change.
but you didn't back them.
No, I didn't back them. I backed them to be second.
Yeah, but second's first loser. No one wants to be second. Especially when they get promoted for it. So yeah, I've changed it now. Tunbridge Wells Foresters to win the league for me. And that's great because it's just frozen. Let's try this again. So that is the Prem.
Yeah.
Now we go into. Wait, hold on. What's going on there? So the Premier Division. Now we've got a Surrey Premier Division. So what was that? The Premier Division of?
Oh. Surrey Premier Division. Okay, I forgot about them.
All right, so
let's have a look.
Another Prem. Oh yeah, because obviously the winners of the Prem Division, one goes up into London South East Regional, and then one from the Surrey Prem Division goes into London South East Regional.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Right. So in this division, we've got. I'm going to say Beach Home. I hope I'm saying it right. Beach Home Bills, Cashun Athletic, Croydon. Is that AFC Croydon? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Dorking Wanderers Development, Epsom Ewell, Farnham Town, Leatherhead Youth, Old Tiffinians, and Sutton United Reserves. I know nothing about any of these teams except for Croydon.
Yeah, I think I've heard Croydon in a couple of cup ties, but I'm in the same boat really. Oh yeah, they played Kinshill, that's why. I'm in the same boat. All I'd be going off of is development teams really. Of the
I think Croydon had an outstanding season in Greater London. So they've come over from the Greater London League, which is going to be on the next segment of the pod. But they've done the league unbeaten.
Okay.
They've got experience mixed with youth. Their team over there is ridiculous. And Croydon is actually Sean's the director of football over at Croydon.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So she's, if this is the same Croydon, because I'm sure it's not. It's not. I've just looked and it's not. It's actually the women's team of the Skeffel Croydon team, the men's team. So this is actually like Croydon FC Croydon. So I know nothing about this team. So forget everything I just said.
Yeah. They drew to Kinshill. That's all I can.
Really. Kinshill were a good team as well, though, because I think I've refereed their reserves and their first team.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about them, other than that they won back to back.
Fair enough. Well, this can be one of the leagues that, because I've noticed that from doing the pod on the Croydon League that I play in, you learn a lot about other teams based on covering them every week throughout the season. So this is going to be a stab in the dark, but
yeah, let's do it.
Champions.
I'm going to go with Dorking Wanderers Development because I know that I've seen a documentary on Dorking Wanderers.
What, the men's team?
I have seen stuff with the men's team because they got the crazy manager. But the women's, they had a BBC documentary.
Oh, I might have to watch that. I haven't seen that one.
It's on BBC iPlayer still. With Callum Best, George's best, his son.
The champions you're going, Dorking.
Yeah. Sorry, I feel like I took your first dibs on this one. I feel like it was you're going to have first.
No, I'll shamelessly choose the same team as you if I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about these lot, but I'm gonna go for Carshot and Athletic.
Oh, you're not going for Sutton United, no?
The less said about that, the better, because I'm not gonna back them for relegation, so I should be okay this time. But I didn't. Do you know what? I didn't actually know that Sutton even had a reserves team until I just looked at this. But I don't know who's in that team. But like I said, at around Christmas, the halfway mark in the season, we'll have a stick or twist. So you can stick with who you've quoted to be champions or relegated, or you can change. Right, so relegated from this division. I'm basing this on absolutely nothing apart from the name. For me, Old Tiffanyans.
Fair.
I'm not saying I don't like the name, but when I look at that league, it jumps out to me. So I'm choosing that one because I don't know anything about it.
Fair. For similar reasons, I'm going to go with the team that we can't pronounce, Beachholm Bells, just because it sounds like it doesn't, it doesn't sound like a town, do you know what I mean? It doesn't sound like it represents a large area. And I think the teams after towns tend to...
You're just discriminating on
names.
Just not even names, just it don't sound like a town. Okay.
Yeah, that's my logic. No, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's funny for me to say this because both my school and university were not named after towns, but good places to go. But it's this name, isn't it? If they've got a name and they've got a brand, they've got resources. That's why I've gone with Dorking.
Fair enough. Right, moving on into Kent Div 1. This is what I think is the not negative, but the not so good side of women's football in terms of exposure.
Yeah.
I'm still at a point with some of these teams where I know the team because I've heard of the men's team.
Yeah. And
they don't have that exposure or that identity as that some of the other bigger teams do. So, for example, like I said, Sutton United, the Millwall Lionesses, Fulham Women, Bromley Women, the teams that we mentioned in the Prem, like we know, although they got a men's team, but you don't if someone said Bromley, you say what, men or women's? With some of these, I'm still at the point where it's like Deal Town, for example, I look at it and I think, oh, they've done well in Skeffel.
Yeah. But
does that translate over to the women's game?
Unfortunately, it does seem to be, I mean, I don't know, it's good to get your opinion, but I feel a lot of the teams that have well-known men's teams
I don't want to get cancelled yet.
I feel a lot of the teams that have well-known men's teams tend to do better. Not to say that the women aren't independent in their own right and good in their own right. But if a club's getting money or resources from the men's team, then they've got stuff to put into the women's.
What I do like about the women's game is it's a lot easier to get involved with the teams because from what I've seen, there's so many more open trials. Whereas with a lot of men's teams, you don't have open trials. It's not, everyone come down and have trials and then we can choose from there. It's, if you know someone, then you can contact a manager and it might say, okay, come down for training.
Yeah, invite
But
only.
with even teams right up to the Prem in London South East Regional, they're doing open trials. Come down on the trial day, see what happens. And I think that's good because it's more inclusive, which is probably the reason why I think it is like that. But anyway, this is a podcast about these leagues and not just women's football on the whole. So Kent Division 1 East, we have
I know more teams than I thought. So
you've got Bay Point, Betshanger Welfare. Make sure I say that one right. Biddenden, Dilltown, Faversham Strike Force, Hollands and Blair, Margate Youth Development, Park Regis, and Sheppey United. I'm going to go first and say
okay. I'm feeling quite confident. I know who I'm going for.
Yeah, I've got no idea looking at this. It's just names to me. I'm going. It's between Dilltown and Faversham, but I'm going to go for Faversham. And you're going to say something, and I'm going to be like, "I'm great."
Okay, cool. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm going with Park Regis, who are formerly Sittingbourne, who were in the Prem.
Oh, that's not fair. You can't withhold that information.
You wanted to go first.
Yeah, but you withheld information to win. Fine, it is what it
They
is.
got a good striker, Sean Boswell. Yeah, I'm feeling quite confident with that one.
Right, fair enough. Relegation.
Oh, Bay Point. Don't know much about them, honestly.
I was thinking the same thing. There's two, but I'm going Bay Point as well for one, and also going towards Biddenden. Again, nothing against these teams because it's the stab in the dark, and we could be choosing teams that we're gonna get to Christmas and be like, actually no. But yeah, never heard of these teams before.
No, me neither.
As the season progresses, we'll get to know more about the teams and the players through like games of the week. So when they've got like top strikers that are on about 40 or so goals, then we can be like, well, obviously this player's standing out for this team. So don't take anything personal if you're backed for relegation and we don't know your team. If like Jody, you do know the teams and then you still back them for relegation, it's different. Yes, who's your other team?
I'll go Biddenden as well, I think, because it's the one other team that I don't really know anything about. I know a tiny bit about the others, so yeah.
Educated guesses. Right, so then division. This is silly. So just for viewers and listeners, in the Southeast counties, we have a Prem Division, a Surrey Prem Division, Kent Division 1 East, Kent Division 1 West, Surrey Division 1 North, Surrey Division 1 South, Kent Division 2 East, Kent Division 2 Mid East, Kent Division 2 Mid West, and a Kent Division 2 West. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Right. So let's keep moving then. We've got Kent Division 1 West. So Kent Div 1 West, and see, I know these teams.
I know these teams pretty well. It's a league I used to play in, so yeah, I know. I've met all of them.
This
Actually,
league looks juicy. Right. Elsford Seconds, Bromleyans, Castle Colts, Danson Sports, Glebe, Gravesham, sorry. Or is it Gravesham? I'm going to say Gravesham for once. Long Lane, Petswood, Tunbridge Wells, Foresters, Second 11, or X1s, however they work it. these teams now, I've ref quite a few of them.
Yeah, I know them quite well as well.
Glebe, I'm gonna check before I say it because I do believe she has now left. There were rumours last season that Catherine was supposed to be leaving, who's their manager, to move away, but it looks like she signed for the season. So I don't know.
Manager of Glebe.
Yeah,
Because I feel like when I played them, I don't think they really had a manager. It was really weird.
she was a player manager, but
Oh, okay, that'll be why then. Okay.
yeah, and yeah, but I think looking at this team here, looking at this league here, sorry, I other teams like Long Lane always been strong.
So what I think they've done here, I think they've put the same players for the first team on the second team. I don't think this is the second team, as in, I don't think the players we're mentioning will play for the second team, which suggests to me that there might be an issue with the amount of players they've got for the second team, as a lot of development teams do struggle with players because the first teams get dibs. And there is a cap of how many times they can play their first team players in the second team.
That's what I was gonna say. Surely, if you play them more than 4 or 5 times, then that player then becomes registered to that team.
Yeah. So I know they can be signed to both, and I know they can play for both, but that is restricted.
But
yeah,
what if? Sorry, but what if technically the teams aren't in the same divisions though? So is that just not a dual reg? You know what I mean? Because Aylesford's first team are in London South Eastern Region,
point.
which is a completely different league.
Yeah, different league. That's a good point. Actually, I don't know what they're restricted by then. So they might really be the villains here if they really do that. That is quite naughty. Those players shouldn't be playing in Division 1 West.
I wouldn't say it's not like,
I
for
would say,
example, I know for a fact that Chloe isn't playing in the first team. I'm trying to look for the league now. But
I would say it's unsporting.
I think that if you've got it available to you and you can, then do it. To be honest,
No, because what about the players if they do have players on their team that need development, and then they're just going to be with players that play in Tier 6? Like, where's their development going to come? It's not about winning Tim Pots.
so without the 6 players we mentioned, no, 25, sorry, about 6 players we've mentioned, I think there's actually more than 6, but let's just say 6. That's a squad of 19 just for one team, and you can take 16 on a match day. So assuming, which is unlikely and not going to happen, you have no injuries, everyone's available every week. At best case, if you take those first team players out, you've got a squad of 19 to get through a whole season. But moving on, Bromelians women, they do quite well from what I've seen in previous seasons. I don't know if they won the division last year or if they've just been promoted into this one. But they do quite well from what I know. So I think they could be a team to look out for. Danson Sports, that I ref the game last season between Danson Sports and Petswood.
Yeah.
That was a good game. Danson Sports have got I think she's either a winger or a right back. She's ridiculous. Like the pace, everything up and down the wing, long throw. Building out front and back is really good. And they've got a few other players as well. Like they've got striker, who's really good as well, and their midfield is quite tight and compact, so they do play good football. Glebe, as you said before, just been relegated from the league above and looks as if they've kept most of their team. So they're going to be up there. Don't know about Gravesham. Long Lane, Petswood. Yeah, Petswood got, again, they were the other team that was in the County Cup final.
They're good. But I saw this week they're advertising for a goalkeeper.
I was going to say that as well.
Which is a bit of a worrying sign.
Yeah, that's not what you. That's why whenever I've had a team and we look for a goalkeeper, I try to find it without social media, because as soon as the team sees that, oh, they haven't got a goalkeeper. When we play them, it's get shots off now.
Yeah. I wouldn't advertise it unless you really, really had to. But that advertisement to come this week as the season's starting, unless I don't know, maybe they got another goalkeeper. I don't know, but it's not a good sign.
Maidstone finished just outside the relegation last season.
But we don't speak about that.
Funny that.
Our manager did also storm off mid-season, but
Oof.
Sorry, Andy. Love you, really.
Do you though?
Well,
so yeah, Bromleyans. Oh yeah, Bromleyans. Glebe, Woodcombe, 14 and 12 points last season. Excel. Yeah, see, I think going back to the other one, my prediction, if Tunbridge Wells carry on, then it's going to be about the same, because Excel, we've spoken so highly about them, but they only won the division by 2 points.
do you know what it is as well, right? Sevenoaks, I don't know if you know much about this. I've got a really good team. And
Yeah.
I think they were set to finish third. But they got heavy, heavy point reduction for doing naughty things.
They
So if
played.
they avoid doing naughty
I
things.
already know what it was, because I spoke to the manager. They played a contracted player, or
Right.
they didn't have international clearance. Basically, they played a player that played at international level, which you can't
Just
do.
one player.
Yeah. But she
Yeah.
played in a number of games that they actually won.
Yeah, and
So they got the points from those games taken away from them. That's with, I think their captain, Sophie, I think her name is. A really good girl. Like, she manages that team so well. And yeah, Sophie McCormick.
they've got some really good players, Petswood.
They do. And they're very organised as well.
Mm.
And yeah, they did lose the cup final 6-1, but they had chances. Like, when I said they had chances, if they, on the day, I think the striker had an off day, or I don't know if they played the different player that doesn't normally play up front, but if their striker put away their chances, they would have been well in that game.
Yeah.
And well, you were there yourself, so you saw.
Yeah, it was a good game. I think the thing is, we're talking about with no disrespect, the top of Division 1 versus the top of Premier Division. If it was the top of Division 1 versus mid-table or lower, but we're talking about a team that's like dominating Premier Division as well. So it's quite a big.
Yeah, it was always going to be an uphill task for them.
Yeah.
And they beat Tunbridge Wells for us, the second team, 4-3 on the way to the cup final as well. I remember looking at that.
That's a close.
And actually ref them earlier in that cup, and they scored. Well, they didn't score it, but the goalkeeper took a goal kick. No, the centre back cleared the ball and booted it, and then the wind blew the ball back towards the goal, and it went through the keeper's legs and went in.
Oh.
And I felt so bad for the other team, but it was probably the windiest day I've ever experienced. But it was.
So as a ref, do you not have to take liability for that, for allowing the game to go on?
Because of wind.
Yeah.
Sorry, girls, we can't play today. It's windy. Yeah, that's going to go down well. I'm going to go for Petswood.
I would have if it wasn't for the goalkeeper situation.
Do you know why I go for Petswood?
Yeah, go on.
Because last season, They finished third.
Yeah, I know. And the other two teams have gone up.
And the two teams that
Yeah.
would have stopped them got
And there
promoted.
wasn't a big point difference, I don't think, as well, with Petswood.
3 points.
Yeah.
3 points of second place.
But if you haven't got a goalkeeper, you haven't got a goalkeeper. That's a big, big problem.
I've seen vets teams and men's teams win leagues with no goalkeeper.
Fair. Fair. That's a good shout.
Relegation?
No, this is really, really, really difficult. I'm going to go with Castle Colts, even though they used to be really good years ago. I'm going to go with them because they've switched from the east to west. They keep switching back and forth. And this really pains me to say it because I know them really well and I have huge respect for them, but Tunbridge
Wait. Oh, yeah, it is 2. Sorry. Go on. I was just double checking before you just put your foot in it. I was like making sure that there's actually 2 that go down.
Before you have to say that.
Yeah, before you just start sending off teams.
No, I have huge respect for them, but it's a really tough division this year.
I'm not going to go for Gravesham because they finished 4th last season. Tunbridge Wells Foresters finished 6th above Danson Sports, just about.
You spoke about withholding information. I know that Gravesham had a very close pre-season game with Petswood. I think it was like 3-2 to Petswood or something.
Well, yes, I'm not doing those 2. Tunbridge Wells mid-table finish last season, only a point ahead of Danson. And the 2 other teams aren't in this division anymore. Cray Wonders and Tunbridge gone up. Long Lane's come in. Glebe come down. So if they've kept their players, they should go straight back up. I want to say relegation. Almost.
Did you say you're champions?
Petswood.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think
It's tough.
it is. This is probably the hardest one.
Yeah.
I have to go with you. I don't know. Castle, who are they lost before?
They were in Division 1 East. I think they finished like bottom mid-table. Well, they used to be up. They used to be up there when I played in this league.
Oh, they finished 7th. Elsford seconds finished bottom of Division 1 East, by the way.
Interesting.
Just putting that out there.
Okay.
Yeah, Castle Cox as well. Going on last season, I would have said Elsford, but looking at the players that they have signed, it would be sort of silly to. But do you know what it is? I think with the Elsford team, they're either gonna smash the league or they're gonna struggle because if they don't have the numbers and there's players that are being dragged into the second team when they don't feel like they should be in the second team.
Yeah. It's difficult to manage that dynamic and a lot of development teams fold.
Because don't get me wrong, the players that they could bring in, ridiculous. They could walk that league.
Mm-hmm.
But if they've just got to go on their numbers and using the players that they had from the season before where they finished bottom, then it could be a long old season for them. Right.
Have you picked 2? I'm not letting you get away with this. Have you picked 2 Division 1 relegation?
Oh, who else did you pick then? Because I just wrote.
I picked Foresters and Castle Colts.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was just one, even though because I didn't write down Foresters for yours either.
Sorry, Foresters. It's hard. It's between them and Danson, I think. It is hard. But you put me off because you're talking about one of Danson's good players.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say Elsford are the other team to go down because I don't think, unless they sign a lot more players, I don't think that what they've got is substantial for a whole season. And like I said, although Chloe Farrow is an unreal player, especially at that level, you have to take it easy on when you've just done your knee, and 4G is not the best to play on when you've just done your knee as well.
Mhm.
And like I said, player availability, a lot of players probably working. Maybe they've got young players in there as well, but yeah, I don't know. Surrey Division 1 North. So in this division, Dames. I thought that was an N. Barnes, Dames, Carshot Athletic, Egham Town, Hersham, Manacroft, United, Moseley Athletic, and Wharton and Hersham. Weren't Carshot Athletic in another division already?
That's what I was just thinking. Haven't we even already spoken about them? Yeah, they're in Premier Division.
So maybe it's a reserve team then. Sorry, Prem. Yeah, Carshot Athletic. What's going on here?
Very odd.
Let's look and see. Right, so all of those there. Come out of that, go down to Surrey Division 1 North. They've got all the same players as well. That's a weird one. Yeah, I don't know anything about these teams other than I'm sure Egham Town was in that other one as well.
No, me neither.
Carshot Athletic have the same players registered in the same team across two different divisions. So they're either going to be a really good Division 1 side with Premier players signed, or they're going to be a really bad Premier side with Division 1 players signed.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about these teams? I don't.
Literally nothing other than I think Egham Town is a new women's team. It's actually where I went to university, Egham. So I think I saw that it was advertising as a new team.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've literally never heard of any of these teams apart from Carshalton.
All right, so this should be a fairly quick one again. This will be one of those leagues where we learn about the team throughout the season.
Yeah.
And then it'd be more inclusive when we do speak about teams. The opening one's always more difficult because there's nothing to go off. You can't look at goal scorers. You can't look at who they've played, who they've beaten. We could see what we had from last season.
They didn't even have any of those teams last season, I don't think. Hersham?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To be fair, compared to last season, the league, we've added 2 more divisions to this league. So a lot more teams joining.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot more teams joining.
So a lot of the teams that we say we don't know anything about is because no one knows anything about them. They're new teams.
Yeah.
All right, let's just take some stabs in the dark then. I'm going to say for champions and promotion. Oh, I just realised what a game Hersham against Wharton and Hersham are going to be. The Hersham derby.
Don't know where it is, but the Hersham derby.
Oh, I know where Wharton and Hersham is.
Yeah.
It's by like Hampton Court out that way. Because I played for a team called Hersham Royals.
Oh, okay.
In the Leatherhead and Districts League for summer last season. And we played against, because Wharton and Hersham have a good non-league side and a good Sunday league side.
Okay.
But does that translate down to the women's game though?
Does that influence your decision?
Do you know what influences my decision is the fact that I've seen Carshot Athletics in the Prem.
Yeah.
Did I back Carshot Athletics to win the Prem as well? Yeah, I did. Well, I can't not back them to win this one as well then. No, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go Wharton and Hersham.
Cool.
And need to find out what's happening with Carshot. Who's your champions? No one gets relegated from this division, weirdly enough.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm gonna go Egham just because it's my little town that I lived in.
Yeah, but it's not a big town, so they can't have good players according to
It's
you.
a tiny town. I know.
And you said that, yeah, I've never heard of them. They're a small town, so that's why I'm backing them for relegation. You said that, your words.
No, I wasn't backing for relegation. I'm not. I think they're a new team. They might have some of the university students play for them when they're free because you don't get consistently matches every Sunday when you're at uni. I don't know, but just for
Yeah.
sentimental reasons.
So who is going to finish bottom because there's no relegation?
Barnes Dames because weird name again.
How's that a weird name?
Don't know. I don't know. Is that a town? Is that
What, Barnes?
Yeah.
You've never heard of Barnes before?
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
It's a bigger town than Egham.
Is it?
I'm going to go for Manacroft.
They were the ones I was going to say as well, actually. But
Again, know nothing about these teams. Stab in the dark.
Yeah.
And we move on to Division 1 South. We are now halfway through the leagues. Surrey Div 1 South, I believe. And who have we got in here? Again, more cities that I've never heard of before.
Yeah.
Ash United, Cranley, Guildford City, Guildford Saints, set up a derby there as well. Milford and Whitley, Oxford and District, South Park, Reigate, champions.
So I was just doing a bit of research while you were talking there, and I had heard of Oxted because I think they played quite a lot of games in their pre-season, and they had a very good pre-season. They beat Old Tiffians 4-0. They beat Tunbridge Foresters Seconds 5-2. But they lost to South Park 2-1. So I'm going to go South Park as champions.
Ooh. I was going to take stab at Park and say Oxford. So I think I'm going to stand by that. I've just lost what I was doing as well. What are we in? Surrey Div 1 South. Yeah, Surrey Div 1 South. So you're going South Park.
Yeah, I think both of those teams will finish higher though, going by what I'm seeing.
And I'm going with Oxford. No, that says Oxford. Okay. And what are you saying for relegation?
Literally a complete guess. Milford and Whitley.
Oh, that was my guess.
Just because it sticks out. That's literally it.
All right, to be different, I'm going to go with Cranley then.
Yeah, fair. That also sticks out.
Cranley?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, into Division 2 East. Oh, there's a few teams here again. Bay Point Seconds, Betshanger Welfare Development, Folkestone and Victor, Hawkinge Town, Lyd Town, Mersham Sports Club, Ramsgate, and Selinge. See, now that I've seen that Bay Point and Betshanger of seconds and development teams, I'm now thinking I should have backed them earlier.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Right.
I don't know tons about the east side of Kent because I'm from the west side. Lyd Town is managed by my old manager. But I don't think that they've got a strong team from things I know.
You don't think they've got a strong team from things you know, so
Yeah,
you
it's
they
good
don't have a
going.
strong team, is what you mean.
I'm trying to be nice, but it just makes my sentences sound really weird. I don't know a lot about this league. I know I've heard of Mersham, Ramsgate, and Salinge.
Well, I'm going to go first then, and I'm going to say I'm going to first have a look at last season. Oh,
Mersham are pretty up there.
yeah. Mersham and Bet Shanger.
I think it's Betshanger, but I could be wrong.
That would make more sense, actually. Yeah, Betshanger makes more sense than Bet Shanger. Yeah, Mersham.
Fair.
Mersham for me.
Okay. To be interesting, I'll go Betshanger development.
Oh, can't spell. Betshanger development. Relegation. Oh wait, shall I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Relegation for me. Bay Point. Have we just backed them for back-to-back relegations across both their teams?
Yeah. Yeah, we have. We both picked them, I think, in the last league.
Yeah. Oh, we're in trouble.
I was actually going to pick them as well because they finished last season. I might have to go with them as well because I don't want to go against Andy and say Lid, and I think those are the teams that will be at the bottom. So I'm going to go Bay Point as well. I know it's boring.
Just looks like we've got an agenda against Bay Point now.
Yeah, sorry, Bay Point.
We won't deal with your game.
You're going to get
Right.
some angry DMs.
Oh. Mid East. So now we're in Kent Division 2 Mid East. What is the Mid East of Kent anyway? Is that like, how does that?
Yeah, it is. How do you?
Oh, to be fair, from the teams, you can kind of figure it out. Oh, I wonder who you're going to back for this one then. Right, Canterbury Eagles, Faversham Town, Herne Bay Development, Lennon Wanderers, Maidstone United Development, Sittingbourne. Oh, who are you going to back for this one? Staplehurst Monarchs, the Plough Whitstable, and Woodcombe Sports Development, which I'm aware is a new team, the development side. I am going to back Sittingbourne because I can.
That's a good back.
Who are you going to back, Jodie? Did you say that's a good back?
That's a pretty good damn back. I know a couple things about a couple of these teams.
Do divulge.
I want to back Maidstone. They've got a very young team.
Ooh, I want to back Maidstone.
I want to back Maidstone.
But
I'm not sure how many players they have either. Because Maidstone are what was supposed to be they're the under 18s and under 16s merged.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Herne Bay Development. Because the first team playing tier 6 and they seem like they're doing bits over at Herne Bay.
Just so you're aware,
Oh gosh.
Maidstone United Development have 14 players registered.
Yeah. They've only just become Maidstone Development last minute. So
And this is one.
they've got some good players. I've played with them. Nice girls, but very young.
This is actually one of the new leagues.
Yeah, the mids.
Just these. That's me. Right.
Yes, you.
Thank you. We said Mid East, didn't we?
Yeah.
I've gone Sittingbourne, and I've just seen that Sittingbourne's reserves came second in this division last season, or which would be equivalent of this division last season.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with Sittingbourne. I know their managers left that were running the team that were in the Premier Division.
Why would you keep telling me this stuff after I've said that I'm back in these teams? It's like I say a team and you're like, oh yeah, that's a good shout. By the way, they have no manager. They got 10 players.
Because I don't know what the situation is now. I don't know. I know a lot of the good players went to Park Regis. I don't know who they've.
You never see what I mean? You never said this earlier.
I don't
Being
know.
swindled.
I
He's
don't know
finishing
what.
bottom. You're going to back the same team twice, aren't you?
I'm going to pick on Wickham again.
That is diabolical.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I am going to pick on Lenham Wanderers because I've never heard of them before.
I know one of their strikers, or who was one of their strikers. No, she still is. She's listed.
See what I mean? We went through these teams. You had the opportunity to talk about
Yeah,
them.
but like,
And now
there's
that
a
I'm
lot of
going to
leagues
finish
to get
bottom, you're like,
through.
oh, I know one of
Like,
their strikers.
I can't divulge. Like, I know a lot of things. Like, I know Faversham Town's captain, ex-Maidstone player. I know a lot of things about a lot of teams.
This is the time to.
There is a siren going. Can you hear that?
No.
There's like a siren going on outside my flat, like a World War II siren.
Airhead.
Yeah.
Sure, you'll be fine.
Who's your target for?
Lenham.
Oh yeah, Lenham. Interesting.
Never heard of them, so they unfortunately get the nod or the vote there. Kent Div to Midwest. Do you know the best thing is that we've got to choose games of the week from all of these divisions.
Oh my gosh.
And we still haven't even spoken about the results from last week.
Oh. Yeah, but it's just the FA Cup games, isn't it?
Yeah.
We could skip over those ones though, couldn't we?
Yeah. And
the results.
we'll talk about the big ones, but the results, for the most part, we're just going to go through. Right. Kent Division 2 Midwest. Because I know why you want to gloss over the FA Cup.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you've got 4 reasons why you know what I'm talking about.
I got 4 reasons with the referee, and that's what I got 4 reasons with.
4 reasons.
You know, I don't like to give official stick because I couldn't do it. It's a tough job.
Mm-hmm.
You're always hated. But I think alongside goal of the week, I think we should do referee blunder of the week as well. Send in those videos.
I think I would get in a lot of trouble if I did that because I'm literally in a referee group chat for referees that cover all of these divisions.
Would be funny though, wouldn't it?
I'd get so much shit in the group chat.
Sorry, I digress.
We could also do worst result of the week as well if you want to go down that road. Be fair, you lot still, even though we're ruining what happened, but you still wouldn't have even got that because
not by far. Don't even go there. Not by far.
Anyway, Kent Division 2 Midwest, Anchorians. Yeah. Barming, Borough Green, Guru Nanak, Colin and Blair reserves, Larkfield, New Ash Green. Oh, Tunbridge Wells, Foresters third.
Mm,
Didn't know that was a
yeah,
team.
yeah, they got 3. It's new.
I unfortunately already know which team I think are going to finish bottom.
Oh, do share.
And it's because I've refereed them in a game before.
Is it Borough Green?
Yeah,
Oh, I had a feeling you was going to say that, but was that when they were playing against XL?
when they played against Excel, when they played against Kings Hill, when they played against. They lost 19-0.
Do you know what? I do actually know them, and they are such a lovely team.
They are. I heard not. They were such a great bunch of girls when
Yeah, they are nice.
I was roughing them. They were all very polite.
Yeah,
They didn't give up because
their goalkeeper's really good, Megan. Really good. I know. You know, results are results, but their goalkeeper is actually. I don't know what you've seen in your games, but
in
they have
her
really good players.
defense, she kept it below 20. And she did make good saves. But
Are we talking about X against XL though?
I don't remember which game it was. I can try and find it, but I don't. They weren't in this division last season.
I don't think they're going to come last. I think they got some good players, a couple of good players. They've had it hard. They were in Premier Division before, then Division 1.
Yeah, so I'm just looking for it now. Oh wait, I think it might have been the year before that actually. Okay, so maybe I've been a bit hasty. It was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, when they're in Premier Division.
Oh yeah, it was definitely 2 seasons ago when they were in the Prem. And it was against Excel the game that I refereed.
Yeah, so, you know, poor Borough Green.
Okay, since I thought it was last season, so seeing as it's 2 seasons ago, maybe it does somewhat change my.
I mean, they've got the same players, but
Yeah,
I
but
think
they're
it's
about
levels
seven
we're talking
divisions
about.
lower than.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that does change things actually.
Mm. See, I didn't know
Um,
that sometimes.
yeah, it's still after I already said it, but you were more forthcoming this time. Do you know what? I'm gonna put Borough Green for champions.
Oh, okay.
Why
Interesting.
not? I think it's gonna be between them and Tunbridge Wells, Foresters thirds.
Really?
No, because Tunbridge Wells have 2, 4, 6, 8,
Oh my
10,
God.
12, 13 players.
It's hard to sustain 2 teams, let alone 3 teams.
Oh, but then again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Borough Green, you have 16 players. But there's that weird rule in this league that you can play with 9, isn't it? If both teams agree, you can do a 9v9, which I always thought was weird. Turn up to a
It
game,
does.
it's like, oh yeah, we're going to do a 9v9 instead. I'm like, what?
It does save a lot of teams, especially in Division 2, though. It does save them from folding, so I kind of like it. It's annoying when you're the team with loads of subs, but
Yeah, you can field 2 teams of 9, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, who's your
You're going
champions?
Borough Green. I'm gonna go. I was between Borough Green and Larkfield, so I'm gonna go Larkfield.
Larkfield.
They've been going for quite a long time.
And to finish bottom?
I'm between Anchorians and Tunbridge Wells Foresters. Again, I love Tunbridge Wells Foresters. It's going to look like I'm picking on them. I love them. I think 3 teams is really difficult to sustain, though. And it's going to be a new team and new players. So I'm going to go Foresters' third team as bottom.
Tunbridge thirds. What was just done? I think looking at the teams that other players have got signed, Tunbridge Wells actually have the least amount signed at the moment.
Mm.
Or Guru Nanak don't have a great amount either. I'm gonna go Guru Nanak. Yeah, Guru Nanak for me. Not a lot of players signed. Into the last as well. Let's keep looking at my phone again. It's on the TV screen up there. Right, this league here. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to call this one. I think.
I don't think it is personally.
You can go first then. I think I know who I think's gonna finish top, but Kent Division 2 West, Crayford Arrows, Footscray Lionesses, Ide Hill, Junior Reds Roses, Old Peeps, or everyone calls them Peppies, but I thought it was Peeps.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, actually. I know a couple of players that play for him. I still don't know.
Orpington and Seven Oaks Town Development. What do we know about these teams then, Miss Know It All?
Quite a lot, actually.
Go on.
I have to be careful what I say.
Why?
Because one of them's my old team.
Which one?
Footscray.
So you don't have to be careful what you say because they're your old team. They're not your team anymore.
No, I know, but they're quite sensitive. Seven Oaks Town Development have a really strong team as well. Footscray have a really, really strong team. I don't think Footscray should be in Division 2. They'll hate me for saying that. I don't think they should be in Division 2, so they're my out-and-out winners. Crayford Arrows. I like Crayford Arrows, so their manager is my old coach, so my team before Footscray. I actually got kicked out. I know a couple of the players. They used to be Junior Reds. But yeah, I'm going Footscray, and I'm giving you some forthcoming information that I think Crayford Arrows and Seven Oaks Town will also be up there.
I was going to go for Footscray. I'm now going to go Seven Oaks Town because they were my next team, just to make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Relegation for me is Junior Reds Roses.
Yeah, they were actually my pick as well. I saw some of the games and
I refereed some of the games.
It wasn't pretty.
It's like we said before, the intention's there. But I think there's not in, and it's not because it's women's football or anything. I do say the same about a lot of men's football as well. So I don't think they've got the footballing brain to read a game and think, if I pass this ball to this player, what are they going to do with it? It's more, oh, I've got the ball, let me get rid of it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Panicky, yeah.
Yeah. Right, so now
that long part is done.
The long part is done. Now we need to get through these next two bits fairly quickly because my daughter has her first day of preschool that I need to take her to.
Oh.
So results. She's 2.5.
Oh, bless.
So results from all divisions, even though there was only FA Cup games.
We can skip over them. It's not that.
No.
It's not interesting.
No, we're going to do it.
We'll do it.
Starting off September the way that everyone wanted to, apart from Maidstone. So, Ashmount Lee of the London South Eastern Regional had Seven Oaks Town over, and they lost 5-1 in a cup set.
Shocking. It's shocking.
that result is mad.
It's
First of all,
shocking.
so well done to the Seven Oaks team anyway. But I'm just saying the
Yeah.
result is mad because they're division above, the league above.
And Ashton Lee have won 2 games already in their own
Yeah.
league, I believe.
Ashmont Lee are doing well,
Yeah.
but
So
it speaks volumes for Seven Oaks Town, I guess. Seven Oaks do have a good team, to be fair. I've ref them a few times, and again, they're probably one of my most enjoyable teams to referee. With a player that reminds me that she's not going to say anything to get sin bin after I ref them against Long Lane, and she said she implied that I was cheating. So she got sin bin instead of a red card because she never actually outright called me a cheat, but she continuously throughout the whole game just dissent at every turn. I was like, she was like, referee, you're having a shit game. How much are they paying you? I was like, yeah,
wow.
you can have the sin bin. But since then, she's never done it again. So fair play to her. I don't remember her name, otherwise I would be naming and shaming her right now. But yeah, Seven Oaks Town 5-1 on into the next round of the FA Cup. So well done.
Well done.
We've got Herne Bay women that took on Margate.
Tier 7 really held their own this week. It goes to show how strong the Premier Division is. These cup results show how strong the Premier Division is. It really does.
The first 2 results do.
No, most of them.
We'll get to it. Margate unfortunately losing out on penalties, and it looks as if it was 2-2 90 minutes and penalties were 5-4, so it looks like Margate either missed the penalty or had one saved, which determined the tie. I did see the celebrations of, I think the last penalty was saved actually.
Yeah, it was covered by the FA Women's Cup Instagram.
And so I saw that, and that sent in. Tunbridge Wells Foresters against Whiteleaf of the London South Eastern Regional had Tunbridge Wells Foresters of the South East Counties. Bear in mind, like we keep saying, as you guys will already know, South East Counties is the division. It's like a feeder league to London South Eastern Regional. So if you win the Prem of the South East Counties, you go into the London South Eastern Regional. However, Tunbridge Wells beat Whiteleaf 10-1. I'm not sure. I don't even know if that's a cup set because that's.
Either the leagues are really imbalanced now and they need reshuffling. I don't know what's going on. Like, do they need rebalancing? Do the tier 6 teams need a review?
I don't know what the criteria is, but a 10-1, I would.
Can you imagine? I wouldn't want to half time at 4-0 and be like, no more 4-0. That's embarrassing. And then can you imagine a half time talk and then to come out 10-1?
Yeah, but they only lost the second half 6-1. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the team that have to play Tunbridge Wells Foresters next after a 10-1 win against a team in the league above you. No thanks. On to a game that I found especially interesting. Maidstone United, Jodie's own Maidstone United.
I quit.
Do you want to take this one or?
Yeah, go on then. I'll take it. Go on then. I'll take it. What do I have to say about this game?
The score.
What can I say about this game?
That's a good start.
I haven't been media trained.
No, we just need the score firstly.
4-1.
Who did you play?
Tooting Beck, which I don't know a lot about actually. I think they're in the London League.
They're in the Greater London's Women's Football League. I believe they're in the Prem over there.
Listen, I can't really report on this game without being biased, so yeah.
Well, from messages that I've had, someone blames the referee for everything.
Yeah, pretty much. An offside goal. 3 goals were from set pieces, so there was only 1 goal scored by them from open play.
Well, at least you know where the girls need to improve.
Yeah, good point.
Which is, I think, a positive. As much as it sounds weird, at least you've got a starting base to go from. Jokes aside, and like we said, a lot of these teams, in terms of which I think is also amazing considering some of the results. It's their first competitive game of the season. They haven't played any league games because obviously the league starts this week. So to go from pre-season straight to the FA Cup,
Yeah.
fair
And
enough.
I think chemistry is a really big thing, and you know, you could have the best players, but until they like gel as a team,
You do have a lot of new players that are merging as well.
yeah.
So hopefully you guys use this as a platform to kick on into the league and you think, right, what didn't work there? To be fair, I do think Tooting Beck are the equivalent of the division, a couple divisions above you guys,
Right.
because the Greater London League is alongside London South Eastern Regional, I think.
Oh, okay. So they're tier 6.
I think.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's not a bad result considering you still lost. Still at the FA Cup. But you've got a platform to work from, like you said. You know where it went wrong, you know how to get better.
Yeah.
Tonbridge Angels had South London over. Again, another team from the Greater London. Oh, they have to be in the Prem, don't they? Because the FA Cup.
Yeah.
They lost 4-0 to South London. Farnborough had Farnham Town over.
Oh.
So well done, Farnham Town. Our very own Farnham Town from the South East Counties getting a 6-0 win over Farnborough into the next round. Kings Hill, well, we should have looked at this first before talking about some of these teams. Because as I've just seen, while my phone decides that it doesn't want to connect to my TV anymore. So I'm going to do it down here. Kings Hill had Croydon SC over. Croydon beating Kings Hill 4-3 on penalties after a 1-1 draw. Yeah. And Cray Wanderers with another, I want to say cup set, but I would have backed them to win this game anyway.
Really?
So the Old Excel or Soccer Elite went up into London South East Regional. Cray Wanderers stood in South East Counties, so technically again the league below. But Cray Wanderers getting the 3-0 win and into the next round. Normally I'd do a poll, but because it's now Thursday, my result of the week, if I'm honest, is Sevenoaks Town, only because Ashmount-Lee are actually doing well in their own league.
Yeah, I agree.
Whiteleaf are bottom at the moment, I believe, and Tunbridge Wells have a strong team. So yeah, okay, 10-1 for a team that's in the league above you. But Ashmount-Lee are actually doing well. And Sevenoaks Town just went and beat 5-1.
Are they both in Division 1 of London?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So for me, Sevenoaks Town get result of the week based on that.
Yeah.
Now, we've got the last section, which is we're going to have to steam through these and then choose a game of the week from each division. And I'm only saying steam through because of the amount of games that there are.
So many.
So, fixtures for the 8th. So, starting at the top, Kings Hill play London Road. Woodcombe Sports play Parkwood Rangers. Margate play Tunbridge Wells. Maidstone United have Sevenoaks Town. I'm sorry to do this to you, but that may be game of the week already. You're gonna have to predict that one.
Yeah, evil.
Tell me a better game in that division.
I think Margate versus Tunbridge Wells Foresters is going to be a firecracker.
All right.
Cray Wanderers versus Tunbridge Angels as well. They were the two teams in Division 1 that are going against each other, so they've got like a little bit of history.
Any team that's not your team, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. No, but genuinely though, Margate versus Tunbridge.
We'll get to it. We'll get to choose and then we'll see. Old Tiffinians playing. So that's in the Prem. Sorry. So in the Surrey Prem. Old God's sake. Old Tiffinians play Dorking Wanderers Development. Carshalton Athletic play Beach Home. So they must be in the Prem then. Croydon FC take on Farnham Town. Epsom and Ewell take on Leatherhead. And then we're going Kent Division 1 East. Bay Point take on Park Regis. Biddenden take on Sheppey United. Deal Town take on Betts Hanger Welfare. Margate Youth Development take on Holland and Blair. And then we go into Division 1 West in Kent. Bromleyans take on Castle Colts. Glebe take on Ellsford Seconds. That's going to be a good game. Gravesham take on Tunbridge Wells Forest Seconds. Damson Sport take on Pets Wood. I refereed this fixture last season, actually. Over at Damson Sports as well. Surrey Division 1 North. Egham Town take on Moseley Athletic. Manacroft take on Hersham. Barnes Dames take on Morton Hersham. And then we go into Division 1 South. Ashford United take on Milford and Whitley. Guildford City take on Oxford and District. South Park Regis welcome Cranley. And then Kent Division 2 East. Folkestone and Victor take on Mersham Sports Club. Hawkinge Town or Hawkin Town take on Betts Hanger Welfare Development. Lyd Town take on Sellinge. Ramsgate take on Bay Point Seconds. Kent Division 2 Mid-East. Canterbury take on Woodcombe Sports Development. Lennon Wanderers take on Herne Bay Development. Sittingbourne take on Faversham Town. The Plough Whitstable take on Staplehurst Monarchs. And then we go to Division 2 Mid-West. Barmin take on Borough Green. New Ash Green take on Ancorians. Tunbridge Wells Thirds take on Guru Nanak. Holland and Blair Reserves take on Larkfield. Kent Division 2 West. Idehill take on Orpington. Old Peppies, I'm going to say because that's what it looks like, take on Crayford Arrows. And Sevenoaks Town Development take on Junior Reds Roses. 38 games on opening weekend in this league.
If you're lost for football on a Sunday, it's no excuses.
Yeah. Now, games of the week. Let's do it. Cray Wanderers versus Tonbridge Angels.
That's a good pick.
Surrey Prem, you can choose that one.
I'm going to go with Old Tiffians versus Dorking Wanderers Development.
Good. Versus Dorking Wanderers. What we got next? Division 1 East. Margate, Holland and Blair.
That's what I would have picked, I think.
Next one.
Let's go Glebe, Alsford Seconds.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Division 1 North now, right? Yeah. Division 1 North, isn't it? I'm going to go. I don't actually know. Barnes, Dames, and Hersham, Wharton, Hersham. Go on, next one.
Division 1 South, I'm going to go South Park versus Cranley.
South Park versus Cranley. Kent Division 2 East. I'll let you off the first one, not letting you off two. You can have Lyd Town and Sellinge. What's next?
Division 2 Mid East. I'm gonna go Sittingbourne versus Faversham Town.
Yeah, that's a good one. Then we go into Division 2 Midwest. I'm going to go Barmy and Borough Green. I think they deserve a game in there. I do actually really hope that the girls do well this season. That's like, it's going to be my team that I'm like, yeah, let's go each week. And last, is this the last one?
Yeah. Kent Division 2 West. Yeah. I'm gonna go Old Peppers versus Crayford Arrows.
Right. What's your score for Crayford Wanderers Tonbridge?
Definitely a Wanderers win, I think. Not to put any disrespect from Tonbridge though, because they're doing good things. I'm gonna go 3-1 Cray Wanderers.
Ooh, I went 4-1 Cray Wanderers. Oh, I should have gone first on that one actually, because that was my game I picked. Oops. Right, Old Tiffonians versus Dorking Wanderers. I'm going to say a high scoring 5-3 to Old Tiffonians.
Really? Wow. I'll go with a nice 2-2 draw between the teams.
Sitting on that fence.
Yeah, I'm going to sit on that fence quite firmly.
Right, I'll go first again because this is the game that I picked. Margate versus Holland and Blair. I think this is a 3-2 away win. So I think Holland and Blair 3-2.
Okay. I'm going to back Margate for a 2-1 win.
Glebe.
Who are Glebe playing again?
Elsford seconds.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with Glebe parked the bus a little bit, so I don't think it'll be high scoring. So I'm going to go 2-0 Glebe.
Oh, I've got 4-2 Elsford.
Interesting.
I think that's probably going to be one of the games that is the most difficult to call.
Yeah, because we don't know what's going on with Elsford, really.
Yeah. Barnes, Dames, Wharton and Hersham. I'm going to say Wharton and Hersham get a 3-0 win.
I'll go for Wharton and Hersham with a 2-0 win.
South Park, Cranley.
Me first?
You first for this one, yeah?
South Park 4-1 win.
I'm going to go South Park 2-1. Lidtown, Selinge. I'm going 3-1 Selinge.
That was very close to what I was going to say. I was going to go 2-1 Selinge.
You're not backing your old manager?
No. Sorry.
You're diabolical. Sittingbourne, Faversham Town.
This is hard as well because this is my old teammate, who I really like as well. She's a lovely girl. It's your call first, anyway.
No, was it? Last one was.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I've already put
Um,
my one in, but
oh, who fashion plan again?
Sitting Bull.
Right, let me sit on the fence and go 1-1 then.
I can't say much. I went 3-3. Barmin, Borough Green. Borough Green are going to win 3-2.
Okay, I'm gonna back Borough Green for a 2-1.
And last but not least, Old Peppies. Even though that's calling Peeps, but it looks like Peppies versus Crayford Arrows.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Crayford Arrows.
I'll go 4-2 Old Peppies. That is locked in and done. Now, normally when we do the games of the week and there's goal scorers, we will talk about the top goal scorers from both teams and where they're on the league, so that this section would be a bit longer. But obviously, no one's played any league games, so we've got nothing to go off for. Thank you for joining us, Jodie, for your first week on the podcast.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
And up next, we'll have the Greater London's Football League. But for now, until next week, and to everyone in the South East Counties, have a good Sunday. What are you doing Sunday?
I think I'll hopefully be at the Gallagher.
Playing?
We'll see. Unknown. Still unknown.
Signed?
Unknown. Honestly, I actually don't know. That doesn't get released until quite late. So.
What if you're signed?
Oh yeah, I'm signed. We got a squad of 25 though.
Strong squad. Fair enough. Well, good luck if you are playing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be in Romford. But no, to all girls listening, enjoy it. Have a good game. And we will see you next week. Hopefully all my predictions come in and I win this prediction as well, because I'm currently battering Sean on the London South East Regional. But no, Jodie, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Take care.
Cheers, thanks.
Welcome to the Greater London Women's Football League section of the podcast for the first time. Sean is back because she runs or ran a team. I don't even know if they're in the league this season.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the big boss, director of football for Croydon.
Yeah.
AFC Croydon, before. There's like 15 Croydon teams now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, firstly, we're going to go through the leagues. We're going to talk who the champions are going to be, who's going to get relegated from the leagues or finish bottom, teams to look out for, and then we're going to go straight into the first week of fixtures. I think for this week, we'll leave the games of the week only because we haven't got much to talk about. Because we're not going to know the teams like that. And then next week, we can look at what happened and then go from there. Let's get started off in the Prem division of the Great London. So we've got Brentford B, Camden Town, Camden
Islington.
Comets, Hammersmith. There you go, Hammersmith. That's where they are. Hammersmith, Headstone Manor, Islington Borough, Leyton Orient, Luton Town Reserves, South London First, and Tooting Beck. Question. Is that Leyton Orient, but the women's team?
Yeah, it's to start again.
It's fair.
Yeah, they had to start again. They had like a similar situation to Mill.
Oh.
Like all of them years ago where they had to restart and So yeah, that's the official Leyton Orient.
Oh, fair enough. And Luton Town Reserves. Where's Luton Town's first team?
I don't know, Eastern Region Women's.
Oh, so that's the London South Eastern Regional, but the Eastern version.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So obviously if they win, then they go up into that league as well. What do we know about these teams?
Brentford B obviously is what it says on the tin. Camden and Islington are the newly relegated team. They've come down from Div 1 South, Div 1 North.
Okay. Yeah, of the London South East Regional.
Yeah. Tooting Beck are like an experienced team in the league. They've been around this league for a while. I don't think I've got much on South London First. Are they newly promoted in the league? Or they might be newly promoted, you know. Because hang on a sec. Let me just, because I could really be gassing here, but so they're newly promoted into the Prem.
Yeah.
And they went unbeaten last year. 18 games unbeaten. So
sounds like another team.
115, drew 3. And actually, they literally managed. I'm pretty sure last year, South London First and AFC Wimbledon Devs were like neck and neck right up until like the last game, and then Wimbledon lost one game, and that's what it came down to. South London First won the league on 48, and Wimbledon Devs had 47. Ooh. But because only one team go up,
yeah,
South London First done it by a point.
Fair enough, so not to look out for in the lower division.
Yeah.
So who you backing for Championship?
To get promoted.
Sorry, as champions, not for Championship.
Ooh.
Probably hear you tapping on the sofa.
Sorry. I don't know if I can really call this one. I can narrow it down to, I think it will be like between maybe like 3 teams. Can I do that?
No,
I'm only allowed one.
We don't do ifs and buts, we only do with absolutes.
You're going to see me sulk live on camera.
That's fine. I ain't your man.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Leyton Orient.
To win it?
Yeah.
What do you know that we don't know?
No, I'm just thinking back in. It would like, because you didn't let me narrow it. Okay, basically, I wanted to narrow it down between Brentford, Leyton, and Brentford, Leyton. No, I'm not. I can narrow it down between Brentford and Leyton, I think.
Brentford, Leyton.
But Leyton might nick it. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Leyton in it, but because you made me.
So where did Brentford B come from then? Did they get promoted?
And no, but actually I don't know. But Brentford. The thing is that, remember, because of where they are, Brentford can't get promoted if Brentford don't get promoted.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So Brentford first team would have to get promoted for Brentford B2. So.
Well, they could go into the other side.
Yeah.
Brentford B got promoted from Div 1 North, so they're newly promoted.
Yeah, but they're probably just climbing. Brentford's got a mad backing, haven't
and
they?
Luton Town Reserves are there as well, so 2 teams did go up.
Yeah, I know there's been some stuff going on in the league. So a few strings have been pulled and a few teams have been moved up.
Just saying. That team there.
If I speak, I might be in trouble.
Actually, I'm going to go with Hammersmith.
To what, win?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Hammersmith to win.
Dark horse.
Why have they got to be dark horse? Where did they finish last season? Alright, never mind. So, comments.
Okay.
Come in your comments. Relegation. Who is getting kicked out of this league at the end of the season?
Headstone Manor.
Really?
Mhm.
I thought they...
Two. No, is it two that go down?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Headstone Manor, Islington.
And Islington.
Yeah, to go down. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to go Headstone Manor and Camden and Islington.
Ooh, why Camden Islington?
They were so bad last year.
Oh.
Like, they were just bad. They're nowhere near, like, the level that they're playing at.
So how they stayed in...
They didn't. They're newly relegated.
Oh, so yeah, they must have been in your division before. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
they were. Yeah.
So technically they should be up there then as newly relegated
No,
teams.
but they're not. They've played against them. They're not technically up there. They're not technically ready for this league either.
Fair enough.
I'm just being honest. They're not. They're not ready unless they're newly recruited. They're not ready.
Okay, so I'm going to go for... To be honest, only Headstone Manor. The joke is that Camden team are going to end up having two derbies just because of their name.
Yeah.
Camden Town and
Camden, Islington.
and Islington.
And then Islington Borough.
Islington Borough.
Yeah.
Just because of the name, they're going to end up in
Yeah.
two beefs.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
I'm going to go...
I'm just thinking about their recruitment. How have they managed to recruit 3 teams within 3 different areas? I mean, 3 of the same area. What am I talking about? 3 different teams within the same area, and they've still got 4 squads in each team. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I don't know how big they are as a borough, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna. I was looking at Headstone Man anyway, but then you said what you said about Islington as well, so I'm gonna be boring and choose the same as you, because they're the only 2 teams that I haven't seen or heard of before. Luton Town Reserve sound like they've got a bit of pedigree, and obviously, like, remember what I said to you in the beginning in London South East Regional when I said, now that I know about the whole first team, second team structure, that can change. So if they've got a team that's already playing in a division above that they can just chop and change, that changes things.
yeah, because it provides squad depth, isn't it? So
Leyton Orient, as I said, sound like they've got pedigree as well. That's always good. Brentford, again, if they can use team plays on their first team as well, they might walk that league. So yeah, for me, that's going to be my ones for that division.
I didn't time it.
Sorry, I got under.
Oh.
Going into Division 1 North. Oh, changed the right year. Going into Division 1 North, we've got AFC Leyton, East Finchley, East London, Enfield Town Development, Hackney Reserves, Islington Borough Reserves, Regent's Park, Tower Hamlets, London Academicals, and United Dragons. Why
It can be like that.
What? Tower Hamlets your old team, man. So, I don't know anything about anyone in this league apart from United Dragons. They were decent.
Yeah, they are. United Dragons are decent. I think they'll do alright in that league. Need to what?
I just sent you a message. I didn't mean to.
Oh, United Dragons are alright. Regent's Park are alright. This is looking, well, there's three teams in this league are reserve teams basically. AFC Leyton actually have got like AFC Leyton have got a wicked like female setup.
Okay.
Just in terms of like, I think they're one of like, they've just got loads of teams, and I think they might that there's something like they're like the only I don't think they've got any like men's side. It's just all women and all girls basically. I've actually heard really good things about their setup. I also know the person that's running East London Ladies. She's a G as well, actually. So I think they've got a good setup over there too.
Right, we're straight back in.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We can go into predictions now, can't we?
So champions for Div 1 North. Who you got?
Quickly. Champions for Div 1 North.
I'm back in East London. Yeah, I'm gonna back East London. Stab in the dark.
Do you know what? I'm gonna back United Dragons.
United Dragons. Oh, actually, that's a shout. That is a shout.
Be yourself.
I am being myself. I'm being my authentic self.
I'm gonna go United Dragons. Big up Viv though at East London, but United Dragons.
Yeah, big up Viv, but just not good enough to get your vote.
No.
That's what I heard.
I think Viv is a great person, but I've just never seen their team play. I know about United Dragons from last year, so I'm just gonna go with United Dragons.
You should put in reverse like if you're gonna backtrack that hard.
No. Say it with my chest. Div 1 South.
Div 1 South. We're going to be so biased in this section.
It's not biased. It's not biased.
It is
We're going to be
biased.
biased. It's not biased. Go through the teams though. It's only fair.
Go through the teams. Top of the league, which...
Big up the AFC Croydon Massive. Go on.
I was going to say, take the girl out of Croydon, but you're not even out of Croydon. So. AFC Croydon, Athletic, Sean's very own, Actonians, Thirds, CB... What's CB stand for? CB, Hounslow and Abbots, Clapham United, Holmesdale Keats, Kenmore United, Regent's Park Rangers, South London Laces Spartans, South London Reserves and Sporting Duet. I have refed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clubs in this league. Croydon, and I'm not saying this because you're here, Croydon walk this league. You walk this league. I don't even know why you're in this league.
Because they wouldn't promote us. They wouldn't double promote us. So
You're going to go 2 seasons unbeaten back to back. Croydon walk that league. So champions, Croydon. No disrespect to anyone else in that team, but you will find out throughout the season why we've said what we said. Relegated.
well, yeah. Champions AFC Croydon.
Yeah. Relegated.
That's why I want to know Holmesdale Keats. I think it's going to be Clapham. I think it's going to be Clapham and CB Hounslow.
I was going to say Clapham and Holmesdale. Actually, although Holmesdale did actually have a few decent players. Who did they play in that game that I referred to? But, yeah, I was going to go You said who? Clapham and No. Who did you say? Clapham and...
I said
Hounslow.
Clapham and CB Hounslow because I think they might have merged.
Yeah, they did.
So, that's my predictions.
I'm going Clapham.
South London Laces, Spartans have merged as well.
Well, I'm confused. South London Laces and South London Reserves are 2 separate teams, right?
Yeah.
So South London Laces Spartans merged with who?
No, South London Laces have merged with someone and made South London Laces Spartans. Oh. So last year, South London Laces were a team.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I'm going to go Clapham and Hounslow. And then we can jump straight into Div 2 North. Alexandra Park, Clapton Community Reserves, East Finchley Second 11, Edgware and Kingsbury, Frenford Women First, Hendon, London Football School, London Galaxy, Rose, and Tower Hamlets Reserves.
Right, this league is far, Jesus. You can't get relegated out of this league, so
Oh,
yeah, this is the bottom. I reckon Alexandra Park.
What to go? Oh my god, look what my name just all corrected to.
We can't say that out loud. So,
Do you know what I was worried about? How many times have I used that word then?
well, exactly. Anyway, I will mind my business. So, Alexandra Park, I think.
I listen, yeah. Sorry, go on.
I will mind my business. And Alexandra Park and
Alexa, stop listening.
especially after that. This one's kind of hard, you know.
Champions for me is going to be. I'm going to go Clapton Community Reserves.
I was thinking that. But East Finchley got promoted from the league last year, and they've just made another team as well. So
Well, they're going to be a team that I think get promoted with them.
all right, if you're going to go Alexandra Park and Clapton,
I never said that.
didn't you?
I said Clapton Community in Finchley. East Finchley.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to go Alexandra Park and East Finchley.
Alexandra Park for champions.
Yeah. And East Finchley,
East Finchley to get promoted.
yeah.
Bottom, I don't know about.
To
any of
finish
these-
bottom.
Yeah, I don't know about any of these teams. So,
Frenford are new. They've just started, I think.
I'm going to go London Football School.
I'm going Tower Hamlets Reserves, rock bottom, not winning a game. Don't side-eye me like that.
Tower Hamlets Reserves, rock bottom, not winning.
Oh, you're literally not winning the game. Their first team struggle.
That was insane. Who did I
Said
say?
what I said.
London Football School. And then we go over to the last league, which I'm sure we can get out before the recording stops. Balham, CB, Hounslow and Abbott's Reserves, Camden Town Under 23, Civil Service, Grenfell Athletic, Hammersmith Football Reserves, South London Laces, Atlantics, Tooting Bec Reserves and Wandsworth Borough. If I'm not mistaken, this is the league that you guys walked, right?
Yeah.
So you should know quite a bit about this league.
Yeah, so Balham just got relegated from Div 1. Civil Service were alright. Grenfell weren't good.
That's the game that I did ref for you, isn't it? Grenfell against... Yeah, because I ref Croydon Women's game again. I think that was like 9 or 10, wasn't it?
Hammersmith. Yeah, they were getting bad as well. South London Laces, Atlantics didn't exist. Tooting Bec Reserves were alright. And Tooting Bec and Tooting Bec Reserves have that same thing.
Yeah.
Where they flick between first and reserves. And Wandsworth Borough, respectfully, we had 8 players and drew 1-1 with them. In terms of champions, I think it will be... Civil Service.
That's what I just literally finished writing.
Did you?
For mine as well.
Oh yeah, I think it would be Civil Service. And do you know what, yeah? As second, I think it would be Tooting Bec Reserves.
That's what I was going to say as well.
Get out my head. Yeah, Civil Service and Tooting Bec Reserves.
I'm going to go Wandsworth Borough.
To be what?
Lost.
Yeah.
Right, that is that locked in. We are going to take a short break, top up the glasses, and then come back for the fixtures for this week because there is a lot of games.
Okay.
So see you on the other side. Right.
Okay.
The fixtures for the 8th of September. Starting off in the Prem. In the Premier Division. I was going to say that. So we have Hammersmith taking on Headstone Manor, Camden Town, the Camden Derby.
Early doors derby.
Camden Town versus Camden and Islington United. And I thought it said Stockley Park, as I said Bop.
Oh.
Luton Town Reserves are playing Islington Borough. Tooting Beck play Comets, and Brentford B take on South London Firsts. That's the Prem. In Division 1 North, East London take on Regent's Park over in Hackney Marshes. Sounds mad. Hackney Reserves take on Enfield Town Development. We didn't talk about Hackney Town and Enfield Town, did we? Did we skip the division?
No, we did.
Hackney Reserves take on Enfield Town, Division 1 North. Islington Borough Reserves take on Tower Hamlets. London Academicals take on United Dragons. AFC Leighton take on East Finchley. That sounds like beef. South London Reserves take on Sporting Duet. CB Hounslow and Abbots take on South London Laces Spartans. Jesus. Clapham United take on Shan's AFC, not Shan's AFC, Croydon Athletic, because you're not the manager, but it's your team. Holmesdale Keats take on Attorney Thirds. Kenilworth United take on Regent's Park Rangers. Hendon take on Frenford Women. Edgware and Kingsbury take on London Galaxy. London Football School take on East Finchley. Rose take on Alexandra Park. Clapton Community Reserves take on Tower Hamlets Reserves. Wandsworth Borough take on Tooting Beck Reserves. Hammersmith Football Reserves take on Balham. CB Hounslow and Abbots Reserves take on Camden Town under 23s. And South London Laces Atlantics take on Grenfell Athletic. So, like I said, we're not going to do Game of the Week for this week. Mm-hmm. I do think I'm going to throw it out there that if it's not double digits for Croydon Athletic, it's going to be an 8-2. Do you know what I'm saying? Actually, do you know what I think it would be an 8-2? And let me know, because your girls might beat me up if I have to ref them. But although Croydon Athletic score a boatload of goals, there's always a mistake or two in there where there's a goal or two conceded. Where they don't need to be, do you know what I mean? But because you lot are so used to just going up the other end and scoring, it's like, what's a goal or two?
Yeah, you're right.
There's no, I think personally from outside looking in, there's no pride of a clean sheet. Because we're going to win the game anyway. There's no, let's keep a clean sheet because the pride of that side of things, you know what I mean? We're going to win anyway.
I think there is I think there is a level of pride, but the thing is that there's a, what? Fuck off, man. I thought, if I'm being honest with you...
do you know what we'll do? I'll just use the audio from that. So basically, guys, I didn't press record on the mic that is here. Sean clearly thought that there was something crawling up on the...
Yes, I did! Yes, I did! That's exactly what I thought. I'm almost grateful. I'm grateful for the fact that it was just a recording. Because the way you stopped me, I thought I was going to see a spider, a mouse...
You started getting so far... Respect my house.
I'm not respecting your house. Yeah, but it's not about cleanliness of houses. It's just the fact that we live in Croydon and they're riddled. I say we live together, but they're riddled everywhere. But I thought you'd seen the matting. Obviously your house doesn't give me mouse vibes. I'm just saying.
Clearly it does.
No, it doesn't. I've just got trauma. I've got trauma from seeing too many mice in the area. Don't do that, because I feel like I just had a insular heart attack, like a mini one. We was talking about whether Croydon have pride in conceding goals.
Oh.
We do, but I think that some of the issues that we have are some of the same issues that every team would have in this league, and it's like having regular commitment. So I think we don't I'm not giving away any secrets here, but like we don't always have like a regular back four. Do you know what I mean? The back four isn't always the back four. Luckily, we've recruited well in terms of we've got about 30 players on the books. Do you know what I mean? And
you don't have limits in this league, do you? On how many you can...
No, you do. After a certain amount, you got to pay a certain you got to start sticking £2 or whatever per player or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I'm not the club sec. I don't deal with that kind of stuff. But
sorry.
So yeah, I think that if we had a consistent back four that know each other and play together often, then it's easier to not concede.
Because you got the old wedding keeper, haven't you?
Our one of our goalkeepers is dual signed from Richmond Park.
Oh.
I think she did used to play at Welling, yeah. And we've got another one as well. I've come from Lambeth.
Referring that game, and you lot played well, but then I gave a free kick, which, yes, I admit, wasn't a free kick, and I knew when I gave the free kick, I thought that wasn't a free kick, and then she went and stuck it in the top corner as well, and I was like, oh god.
What was the score?
Something stupid, but on that occasion it was my fault because it probably wasn't a free kick. So I can give you like that one, that wasn't a free kick. But yeah, as we're not doing games of the week.
We don't abuse referees at this club. Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, anyway, because we're not doing games of the week, for this division we'll start that next week. Good luck to all the teams that are playing this season, getting your league off to a start. It's been a while actually. I feel like September's a late start to start a league, do you know what I mean? Because the Prem's been back almost 2 months.
Yeah, and some of the teams that we're seeing have played 3 games already.
Yeah. So they play, and this is what I was saying before with Jody is these teams haven't even started leagues yet and they've already played FA Cup games.
Yeah. Yeah, Greater London Prem teams have played FA Cup games already. Well, they're the team that qualifies for FA Cup. We don't, so...
They've played FA Cup games already before even playing any league games.
League game, yeah.
So it's crazy, but... Yeah, anyway, enjoy the games this weekend. I was going to say guys, girls, ladies, enjoy all your matches this weekend. We're not doing any predictions, so it's neither here nor there if you lot win to me.
Yeah, but big up the Croydon Massive.
But yeah, good luck Croydon. Yeah, that's going to be it from me.
Yeah.
Until next week, we'll see you guys again. This has been the first week of a full schedule, so the episodes won't always be this long, but it is the first week of a full schedule from the London South East Regional, South East Counties and Great London Women's Football League. So hopefully the views will be better because more teams will be joining in, just like the first week of London South East Regional where notifications were going mad. But anyway guys, enjoy and we'll see you next week.